Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the pod. It was good with you.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the J. Reed podcast. So, tell everybody your age, name, and age.
I'm Belinda and I'm 20.
Okay. Were you born and raised at?
I was born in like Richmond Hill, so I was born like growing up in Canada, Toronto area, and then I moved in LA for like a year and a bit, just like because my dad, and then I came back here.
Facts. Well, let's get to it. Found you off the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Oh
And
yeah.
they are notorious for red pill. Excuse me. They're notorious for red pill. They say fuck these bitches, go get money. That's their motto right there. Are you familiar with red pill?
Not really.
Well, that's what they mean. Red pill is saying fuck women, and it's basically feminism, anti-feminism. Same thing. Feminism is for a male version. Oh, what was it like being on the Fresh and Fit podcast?
It was definitely like out of my comfort zone because I don't really like doing I don't really like the whole interview, like sharing my like life story type thing. So it was definitely like very interesting. The vibes were very I didn't know anything about it, to be honest, like before going on it. So once I went on it, it was kind of just like a culture shock, and I feel like they are a little bit different than what they portray themselves, but yeah.
What was it like? Did you get along with any of the other females on the podcast?
Um I feel like there was like a few people who like maybe on there for clout type thing.
Why you say that?
Um I don't know, just the vibes. They felt like they're very like just trying to like flaunt themselves, honestly. Like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like real.
When you say flaunt themselves, like, can you explain for everybody who's watching what you mean by that? Flaunt themselves.
Like, I feel like a lot of girls just try to like make what they're doing a lot more how do I say this? Like I don't want to like offend anyone. Basically they'll say that they're doing one thing and then they're actually not, and like I'm not going to name any specifics, but basically um just because they're on the show, they're not showing two sides of themselves. So I feel like a lot of the people who I was on with are kind of like that. Like even like when we went on, for example, we said we were 21
Mm.
and we're not 21. Like I'm not going to name names, but I went on and I was obviously 20. And I don't know, I just feel like it's not like being authentic, like just like doing what other people say. And I feel like a lot of the times when I was on the podcast, I wasn't like really saying um like what I wanted to say in a way.
Why you feel like you couldn't say what you wanted to say?
Like I feel like I got my point across when I was on it, but I feel like the whole energy in the room was just very like clout chasing. Like no one specific, but it's just like the vibes.
Okay. Uh, what were they like off camera? Like, what was the females like in there? Like, were they cool? Like, were they down with it? Did anybody get in fights or arguments? Did anybody get kicked out of the podcast? Or did
No
they
one
good for
got
kicking people off?
I did hear that they got kicked off, but no one got kicked off when I was on.
Okay. Did anybody get cussed out or anything? They usually be spazzing out sometimes too.
No, not when I was on.
Okay. Okay. Did any of them try to have sex with you? Or had to try to fuck you? Walter or Myron?
Yes. Not naming
Which
who,
one?
but I'm not gonna expose them, but um it was definitely an interesting experience. Like they're really cool people, like off camera and stuff too. But I feel like everything is obviously like put across more than it actually is, like on the media. Like
Fact.
obviously like my image is probably like portrayed very differently than when I am in person too. But
So what was the vibe like off camera with them? Like were they simps? Were they pimps? Like what was it? What was it like?
I feel like they definitely talk to a lot of girls and stuff, but I feel like they do give a little bit of simp energy at times. I'm not gonna name like specifics, but yeah, I feel like they're definitely different in person. They're really cool people, but I feel like not everything that they show off is like authentic in person.
And what does simp energy do? What does a simp mean?
A simp is just like just kind of being like clingy on to people, like just kind of like messages, like that kind of thing.
Like what was they displaying? How was they displaying simp energy? Like explain. You ain't gotta give us the name, but explain how either one of them was displaying that kind of energy. Like how were they showing simp energy?
Um, like obviously they have a lot of girls on the podcast and everything. But I'm more of like the type of person where it's like I don't really care if you're like famous type thing. If I like your vibe, I like your vibe. So I felt like they're trying to use the way that like they have all these girls on the podcast as like a standing point to like get females in a way, just thinking that they're higher up to females in that way, which I didn't really like some of the vibes they think that they're higher than females, like some of the energy they put off. But um when it doesn't really match how they act in person, like they're very like consistent with their with what they say, and it's kind of like their way or the highway type thing, which is like fine, but like sometimes you have to like accept other people's opinions and when people say no.
Right. Did you have sex with them?
Oh no, definitely not happening.
Any of your friends have sex with them?
I'm not saying. I'm
I mean,
not
you ain't gotta
saying
give
if
us the, you
huh
ain't gotta give us the names though. I mean, just saying, did they engage in
um
these activities with them?
I'm not gonna say, like I'm pretty sure like out of the two podcasts like at least one person probably like smashed, but
Right.
they obviously smash a lot of people and it's fine. Like that's they do them. But
So basically,
I
you
was
wasn't
not a
starstruck.
sorry?
So basically, you wasn't starstruck.
No. Like for me, it's like I don't care if I'm in a room with a whole bunch of people and like they're freaking famous or whatever. Like I wasn't starstruck. I was just like, okay, like we're doing this. Like I didn't even know what we're doing. I was like, okay, like I'm down to try new things. But obviously like they're getting more famous, which is good for them. Like they like even the producer, like he started off as a teacher and then now he's like producing for them. Like they all have like good chill vibes, but it's just sometimes like they feel like they're a little bit too up there and try to use that to their advantage. But I guess like everyone would want to do that, but like yeah.
I always feel like they always get young girls on there. I realize now from watching the show and consistently watching them, they always get the same group of young girls, millennial women on there. They never get older women with experience or married women. They always get single, delusional women. Not talking about two or whatever, but just saying for the most part. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you ever get that?
I honestly, I feel like that. I feel like it's just kind of easier because I feel like now the whole media is like all about like your image and like gaining followers and stuff. So I feel like it's very easy to target girls my age to go on something like this because it's like, okay, like we're famous, we get a lot of views, you can be an Insta model, like stuff like that. So I feel like that's probably why it's very easy. I feel like they think they have a lot of power over females my age, and that's why there's like a lot of young girls like on the podcast. So I feel like that's definitely like they probably get a lot of girls like that are just sims for them.
Did you feel like you gained some clout from doing that, or do you care about clout?
Um, I more so don't really care about clout. Like things that kind of like portray like a positive image. And I feel like that really wasn't I feel like that wasn't like something that I wanted clout for. Like I feel like
Right.
it's clout for just sharing your experiences that are personal, and I feel like I'd want clout for something like that's more positive, that like positively impacts people.
Mm.
So I feel like I don't know. I definitely gained clout from that. Like people were messaging me and stuff, like a lot of weird messages. And I feel like a lot of people after the podcast kind of took that energy and was like, oh my God, like all these followers. But like followers are just like people. Like, you know what I mean? And especially like, I don't know, it's just a different vibe.
I feel like it's like I don't know. I never got into social media. Likes and followers ain't paying nobody bills. I realize.
Like,
So I like. I don't understand the purpose of clout. What is it? I mean, I don't understand the purpose of it. What does it do for people? I don't get it. But uh, did they ever try to use their money to have sex with you? Like, they ever try to offer you money to have sex with you?
no, not that. I feel like
Or
they're
I
chill
just
enough not to do that, but no.
you say what?
I feel like they're chill enough not to do that. Like, I don't know if they've done that to other people in the past, but no, not for me.
Would you hang out with them again, privately, off camera?
Not alone. Like I'm the type of person like I like chilling people. Like I'm a very friendly person. Like I like chilling with people if like people understand boundaries. So if it was like chill vibes, like friend vibes, yeah, but like nothing past friends.
Mm. Are you not you just not attracted to them? That's why sexually attracted to them.
I'm not attracted to them, and I like more vibes. Like I like
Uh,
if I connect with you on a vibe level. Like I feel like with guys personally, I'm starting to like I don't know have a type. Like I feel like everyone's just like, oh, you don't have a type, but you do. But honestly, like I don't have a given type. Like obviously I have standards, but
mm-hmm.
I feel like now I'm going for more like personality. If like people are vibing with me, personality rise. And I feel like someone who thinks they're above you and is just not my type of vibe.
Mm-hmm. Right,
So
right, right. Uh, why do you feel like a lot of women friend zone guys?
why girls friend zone them? Honestly, I think a lot of girls friend zone guys because they just want guy friends to just talk to you when they have the guy problems. Or they want like mutual support system and they want like guys' point of views and just things like that. I don't know, like friend zoning for me, like I feel like a lot of people think when like I friend zone a guy, it's like being rude. And it's like honestly, like I'd rather just be straight up than completely not talking to you. But I feel like a lot of people can't stand like being friends with you after you start talking to them because they don't really understand boundaries. Like I don't know, I like having a lot of guy friends in a way because I feel like they're really chill and I like talking to them. But then I feel like once they if you do something with them or whatever, it doesn't really go back to friends. I don't know if that makes sense.
Um, have you ever had sex with one of your guy friends?
Um yeah, I've hooked up with like my guy friends, yeah. But like it didn't really start off as like we're close guy like close friends type thing. But I feel like definitely like some of the connections I've had with my guy friends, um, after we've done stuff or whatever, it's not the same afterwards.
How often do you have sex with your guy friend?
Well, like it's not like we start off as friends. Like obviously we started off as like a little fling or whatever.
Mm.
But I've never had like a situation where I was like friends with a guy for a long time and then we've done anything with. Like I don't really
So
do
after,
that.
so after you have sex with them, are they still your friend, or y'all still having sex, or it's kind of like a one night stand? Or what is it?
It just kind of depends like on the vibe of the person. Like if it's like a one night stand type situation, it depends like if I like the person enough. Like some guys like after that, like if you don't want to again, like in any situation, like I've had some clinky guys like in my life and I feel like being real, being like, okay, like I'm not feeling the vibes is like I thought that would be chill, but they took it as oh, she's a bitch or whatever. So I feel like that's something I don't really like.
Right,
Like,
right, right. So are you putting these guys in the in the friend zone, or are they putting you in the friend zone?
um, I usually put God. Well, I've never had a relationship, first of all. So I don't know. I kind of like. I guess I don't really like. I'm scared of commitment. Like, so that's kind of why. And I just kind of like do my own thing. I don't like to be told what to do. So I guess that's kind of why. Also, like, um, when I get clingy vibes from somebody, like that's when I like back off. And I don't know, like I feel like sometimes I'm like I put it out there that like it's like a friend zone type vibe, but then they kind of come in like stronger, and I'm like I'll just do weird things and like send it to guys, or like not like freaky, not like that, but just kind of things like that, and then they just kind of get the vibe that like I'm into them, but I'm like I'm literally just being goofy, like I'm literally snapping you, looking like, you know what I mean? So I don't really know. But the friend zoning, like I was friend zoned like one time, and like when I wanted something serious type thing in the moment.
So what is the height and age requirement for you to hook up with a guy and have sex with him?
I only like talk to people my age most of the time. Um, so probably just like a year younger is probably like the, yeah, like a year younger.
And what's the oldest you would go?
Honestly, I don't. I probably like 20s. Um, I don't know, probably like 25.
That's the oldest person you've been with thus far.
The oldest?
That's the
I
oldest. Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like been my age except for one person who was like 24. And like one like yeah, like the oldest is 24.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. What's the freakiest thing you did this year?
Um Honestly, I've been kind of chilling this year. I don't really have anything like super, like I have obviously like wild stories from like partying and stuff, but nothing like freaky. Like I'm not a freaky person.
Are you white or are you black?
Guess my race.
White?
Guess what you think my background is. Well, yeah,
I have
obviously,
no
but
idea.
like
That's
what do you think I'm from?
I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
if you had to
I
guess.
just think you're white. You look
I'm
white
like
though. Wow.
I'm yeah, I'm mainly Italian and Argentinian. It's like yeah.
So you're white.
Yeah. No, like my
Okay.
background, yeah.
Do you date black men or you just date white boys?
Well, I haven't dated,
Or you have
obviously.
sex with black men, I should say. Sex.
No, I haven't.
So what guys do you like usually be with?
Um, I get like I guess like I've talked to a lot of guys like that are white guys, but it's nothing like specific. Like mostly, I just feel like whoever like matches my energy type thing. But I feel like if someone has energy like that's higher than mine, like I almost like because I have like pretty high energy with people. So I feel like if someone has higher energy than me and comes off stronger than me, then I tend to back away and like not talk to them type thing.
Okay. Right, right, right. What are some crazy party experiences you had been through? Because you said you had some crazy.
Um, I don't know, like I used to like not be the party person type thing. And then I don't know, I feel like a lot of the crazy situations just kind of happened to me like out of nowhere. Like I've had bad trips. One time at a party, like I was totally zooted, like I was totally out of reality, and I was totally in the room like holding a cup of water, and then like you know like in the movies how it just shows some everything's blurry and then the person's just standing there, so it was just like me standing there with a cup of water, and
Mm,
everything just felt like blurry, and I couldn't really walk up. And then another time Um, like in Miami, I had a bad trip. Um, it was on a boat. Um, yeah. So honestly, I don't really know. Like usually, I work out when I'm drunk, which is really weird. So
Uh, mhm.
I feel like based off that, like I always have energy type thing.
Right. Okay. Right. You talking about like sex energy or just energy?
I'm just energy. Like I feel like I'm a very like high energy type person.
Okay. Have you took a Plan B this year?
No,
Have you ever took a Plan B?
no.
Okay. Right. 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 Okay. Uh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Um, what is a preferable D size for you?
Honestly, I'm not like into it like that. I don't know. I'm gonna say NA. Just gonna leave it at that. I don't know. I
And
don't
then,
like. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's more about. I feel like a lot of guys try too hard, and it's more about like personality. Like a lot of girls don't go for looks as much once they get to know a guy's personality. And I know that's hard to say, but like obviously, like a lot of people say nice guys finish last, which honestly I do agree because everyone goes for the toxic type person. But I feel like you kind of have to have balance and like genuinely just care about yourself type thing. Because so many people are like, oh my God, like I have to answer this guy now, like later. Like I feel like so many people are just like not focused on themselves because they're so focused on like other people.
you did not answer my question. You just talked like a whole bunch of circles just now.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. What's your question?
I said, what was your preferable D size?
Oh yeah, I said NA.
You don't want to answer that question?
No, I don't like. I don't know. I don't have a type. I don't care.
Okay. Okay. Why do you feel like nice guys finish last? A lot of people say that though.
I feel like because I feel like if you can have something so fast, you don't want it. Like everyone's. I feel like everyone likes the chase.
What's a nice guy to you?
I feel like a nice guy is someone who's just genuinely in it for you and wants to get to know you, takes things slow, isn't just in it to like do stuff with you, who cares about you, cares about your family, like you know what I mean, who's very like interested in your life, where it seems like oh my god, like they're moving too fast, like they're so like into me, like I have to back off. Like I feel like that's the type of thing.
So you prefer assholes and guys who dog women out and players, basically.
No, like I don't know. I feel like when you feel like you a guy puts out is too strong at the beginning, I feel like that's when I back off because they're moving too fast. I think there has to just be a balance of like not harassing the person, like messaging all the time. I feel like I don't like to be the type of person who's like always communicating with someone. Um and I think the main thing is just trust. Like I feel like that's one thing why I think nice guys finish last because I feel like a lot of the times when I'm telling them I'm doing something, people don't believe me. Like I've had that with guys where it's like, why am I having to like tell you what I'm doing and you not believe me? Like, because I always say to guys, like, I'm a very honest person, if you like it or not. And even if it's something they don't want to hear, like, I'll say it. And I feel like that's something that kind of affects guys. They're just like, oh, like, I don't know. Like, I've had arguments with guys, like, just based off of them accusing me of doing things. And I'm like, I'm not even dating you. And first of all, I'm not doing these things. So I feel like in
Do you
that
know?
sense,
Do
I
you
feel
know
like
what
the
you want in a
guys,
relationship?
um, honestly, I think it's just someone who's has goals and they're not focused on me. Like obviously focused on me, but not only focused on me and more so focused on their goals. Like they don't rely on me for their happiness type thing. Because I feel like a lot of people rely on a significant other for their happiness. So yeah. So honestly, just like a guy who has like goals, has high energy, likes working out, and that's about it.
What do you bring to the table in a relationship?
Honestly, like probably just like support. Like I feel like I'm a very supportive person, and I feel like sometimes that can be portrayed like differently. Like people can kind of take advantage, like when I'm too nice. But I also have boundaries too, so I'm not fully like always so nice. So basically, like I don't know, like I'm nice, like I have goals. Um, I'm a pretty chill person. I get along with people pretty easily, I'd say, and I'm pretty like straight up. So yeah,
You prefer guys to approach you in your DM or in person?
I like in person approaches better because I feel like in DM it's like you don't know the person. Like I went on a date with someone. I don't like going on dates really because I don't like if I haven't met the person before prior, I don't like going on dates because it feels like kind of forced. Like I don't know their energy beforehand. So I went on a date with a guy like who I met in DM and recent actually it was pretty recent. It was in like a few months ago, maybe like 2 months ago. And basically he was just kind of like too into me almost for my liking. Like he was like very approached me like very strong and like he was like obsessed, like pretty much all over me after the first date. So I feel like that's why I don't really like DMs because you don't really know the vibe of the person. Like he was very chill and stuff, but I didn't see anything serious with him.
Mm.
So I don't know, like I feel like when you meet people in person, you automatically like know if you want to text them, call them, whatever. It's more like it feels like more authentic. Like I feel like on message when like a cute guy or whatever like slides in your GMs and you're like, oh okay, like he's cute. Like I'll message him back. I feel like it's like very forced and it's not like authentic.
You had sex on the first date?
No.
How long you wait?
Um, I don't like putting timestamps on anything, but um, yeah, honestly, like I don't have like timestamps of like whenever I write. Hmm.
Okay. So like when you do have sex, like do you use condoms or raw?
Mm, we'll just leave that. Not good school.
You don't answer my question. Okay.
Yeah.
Think it's hard to find like real love, true love?
Sorry?
Think it's hard to find true love out here?
Um, honestly, I think so, but I'm not like in a rush type thing. But probably yeah, like I think so.
So do you give your number out to guys that you find unattractive
Yes,
and why?
because I'm the type of person who I don't want to be rude. Like a lot of my friends are like, "Oh, like why are you doing that?" And I'm like, I don't want to be like, "No." Like if anything, like if they message me, I'll just like not answer them. Like I don't want to like kind of ruin their night. Like especially if it's at a bar or something. Like, I don't want to know. Like it's different if I'm leading them on at the bar and then I give them their number and I'm not interested. But if I'm not leading them on at the bar, I'm like, okay, like here's my Insta or here's my if you ask for my number like before I leave, I'll be like, okay, here's my number. Like I don't know, I don't really like to be rude to guys in that way because like obviously if I were to ask a guy for their number and they said no to me, like that kind of like hurt me in a way for my night, like kind of like put me down for that night. So like I wouldn't want to do that to someone too.
It ain't gonna hurt my feelings though. I don't really ask females number. I give them my number, be personally. But I don't know. So basically, you do it. So you just like the free attention though. You enjoy free attention.
I feel like I don't need attention, to be honest. I feel like I kind of just like know who I am and like what I like. So I don't really need attention from other guys. Like I obviously everyone likes attention and I don't know what else to explain this. Like obviously I like attention. Like I feel like anyone likes attention, but I don't go like out looking for attention from guys. And I feel like a lot of girls do that, especially in uni.
Right, right. Social media has created what you call attention whores.
Yes, sir.
What's
Do you feel
your
that?
feel what?
Like when you're going out, like a lot of girls are like seeking attention?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean that's what the clubs is. Clubs and bars is basically women want free male attention and free drinks and bullshit. That shit is nothing but propaganda. In my opinion, that shit is stupidity. You got a bunch of women in tight ass dresses, half naked, wanting free drinks and shit. Like, nah, nah. But yeah, but there's always that simp out there who's gonna pander to them. So you know, I mean, it works every time.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
honest. Like my opinion, like the bars type vibe. Like I like going out, like I like dancing, going out, socializing. But then I feel like sometimes like a lot of people when they're drunk, like especially girls too, there's like a lot of drama that comes along with it. And like in the bar setting, like I feel like they just want a lot of attention sometimes. So that's something I'm not really a fan of. And I feel like it should kind of be equal. Like obviously it's like the man's like everyone says like it's like kind of like their man's role to like buy the girls drinks in the bar. But I feel like honestly sometimes like I feel like girls should do it too, like take a round. Like obviously like not all the time. They're not like it's not an obligation, but I feel like it's kind of nice. Yeah.
right, right, right. So how? Okay. So how many DMs do you get on the daily? Like on Instagram or social media? Like how many DMs you get a daily on Instagram? Like how many guys?
Um like new guys, new people?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't get it like every day, but I'd say like every week, yeah.
Mm.
Like not every like yeah, I'd say like every week, but not every day.
So when a guy messages you, like, what are some things you look for on his Instagram that'll make you message him back or whatever?
Mm, if I have mutuals with them, then I'll probably follow them back. Um, what else? If the account just doesn't look like it's fake, you know. Um, I don't know. It just kind of depends because usually like I like answering back if they just say hey or whatever. But like I don't like carrying the conversation if I'm not interested. So like once it dies down, dies down.
Mm. Right, right. So do you like to text first or you let the guy text first?
Um, I honestly don't like going out of my way to go text them, but I do prefer the guy. But I'm not afraid to like message a guy and say whatever I feel.
Or you do you have a fear of rejection?
Honestly, I think I do. I think I do just because no, I definitely do. Like if I
Why
really
is
want
that?
this if I really want the person, then yeah.
Why you have a fear of rejection?
I have a fear of rejection probably just because I'm not the relationship type of person. So if I'm actually trying to take someone serious and I feel like they don't have the same vibes as me and want that, then I feel like it's like wow, like finally someone I want, they don't want me. So I don't know, like I just don't like being led on type thing. I don't like being yeah, I don't know.
How would you approach a guy though? Like how would you approach him?
Like in a bar or where?
Like in public, anywhere.
Um I wouldn't really like approach them. Like I don't go out of my way, but like if let's say if like I most of the times like if I like a guy's fit, I'll compliment that because I'm very into like fits. Like I feel like if a guy can dress, we can
Hmm.
vibe because it just shows like they're different type thing. Like if they're just wearing the basic fit, like I feel like they're just like they're not very diverse with their feelings and like what they think. Like I feel like
Right,
people who
right.
like express themselves in their fits are very like are more creative and open to new things type thing. They're more expressive. So like if I see a guy with their fit, like I'll compliment their fit, and then based off that, if I like the vibes, then like it goes further like that. That's usually like how I approach guys.
What's some red flags when you first go out with somebody?
Red flags, probably. Um, if they say what they don't like a girl, like if they say, I don't like when a girl has guy friends, I don't like when a girl does this, or like if they mention their ex, like I feel like that's red flags.
Mm, can you give us some more? That's the only one you got.
Sorry?
Can you give us some more?
More red flags?
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes when they're too touchy, like if you're, it's like if it's a date type thing, it's like, okay, you're taking me out, like chill. Um, oh, I don't know, like that's like the main things, red flags. Um, Honestly, if they're a hockey player, probably red flag right off the bat. Um, Let me think. Yeah, I don't know. Name some like red flags that like you found common, and I'll see if I agree.
Uh, oh, I say another one I agree with. They talking about the ex or whatever. That's a red flag for sure. That's
Mm-hmm.
universal right there. Uh, I don't know. What's another red flag? Red flag. Always on their phone. We constantly on their phone. Uh, what's another red flag? I feel like they just kind of dry. They ain't really added nothing to the conversation. I think that's a red flag. You know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But I think that's another one. I'm trying to think of some more. That's it for now. But so you like? Do they usually take you out on to eat, or would they take you out for these first dates?
Well, I don't, like I said, like I don't like going on dates really, because I feel like that's just like a lot of my time to go spend with someone to get to know them, and that I feel forced. Like I feel like if I'm just like chilling with guys like as a friend type thing, and then it leads to something else where he wants to take me out, then I'm like, okay, like maybe if I'm feeling it. But I'm honestly don't like going on a lot of dates. Like I don't go on dates. I usually don't get it to that point where I want to go on dates. Um, I don't know. I just don't really like the vibes when I feel like it's just like forced. Like I don't feel like the pressure, like, oh, you're talking. Like when people say, oh yeah, I'm talking to this person, like we're exclusive. Like I don't like that vibes when like the other person feels like it's that, but you don't feel the same energy. So honestly, I
Right,
don't,
right.
yeah.
Okay, okay. I was about to say something wrong. What, what? Oh, damn. I was about to say something. Oh, so when people say they're in the talking stage and dating or they smashing, like, what's the difference between the two? For everybody who watching, talking, we dating, or that's the person I'm with.
Honestly, like I feel like people are like in the talking stage when you like first start talking to a guy and you're kind of like messaging every day for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then after that, like once the consistently messages start going away, after you've done stuff or whatever the case is, and you're like feel like you're being ghosted, I feel like that's like kind of like the talking stage, like when you're consistently messaging like every day for like whatever amount of period of time, and then whatever happens after that type thing. Like mostly people like get ghosted after like 1 month. Like I'd say, like that's when the energy shifts. Like I feel like you should know if you're out of the talking stage like after a month.
Right, right. Okay, okay. When the last time you had ghost somebody?
Huh?
When the last time you had ghost somebody?
That I what? Sorry?
When the last time you had ghost someone?
Oh, that I
Ghost.
ghosted
When the last time you ghost
someone.
somebody?
What did I? Honestly, probably like probably like I don't know. I wasn't really talking to anyone like serious enough that I'd be like